Good morning and good afternoon to some of you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you coming to spend some time with me. Okay, let me get my salutations out of the way. Very Carey, thank you for being here. Decop for life. Sandra K, all the smoke, the bushes. Uh, Barn Dog, Nurse Shay, Max Boogie. Hey, how you doing? Toya, what's good? Lena Pretty Brown Eyes. Leslie, how are you? There were a couple of more people. Bertha May. Hey, Bertha May, how you doing, girl? Uh, you may need a cigarette. Cash App and BS. Detach myself. How are you doing? What is it? Riza, thank you for being here. It's just LaDawn. Hello, just LaDawn. You guys, I don't know if you guys read the description box of this live, but I have an exclusive. Okay, Lady Tia's T-shirts and design. Foot Soldier, how are you doing? I'm gonna need everyone to please, please, please hit the like button because it has come across my desk, as they say in the beef sector, a video. Now, if you did not read the description box, you may want to take a peek at the description box because this is gag worthy. Do you hear me? Gag worthy. Kind to me, how are you? Watching from Cloud Nines, good to see you. Uh, Davna, how are you? Jess Ladon, did I speak already? Thank you for being here. So, number 49 on the like. Thank you, Lady Tia. Okay, let me see who else I have. Uh, the gas face, giving you the gas face. Hi, gas face. How are you? Thank you for being here. So, um, you guys, I remember the time that Brianna went to get something. Brianna, hey, Bless Watkins, that Brianna went to get something from a restaurant. Just net. How are you doing? And somebody took a video of her. So I don't think they ever figured out who did that video of Brianna. But child, let me tell you, there has been video footage surface of Pizarro. So if you want to see this video footage, this is Pizarro. I have it on. I have it on good I think it's like basically really verified that it is Pizarro because you actually hear her speaking in the video, so there's no doubt that this is Pizarro. So put a one in the chat if you guys want to see this video footage of Pizarro. What Bless say? I thought Firebase sent it to someone to. I thought Firebase sent someone to take a picture of Brianna. Yes, but we don't know who took the actual picture. So the photo taker is my point. Is still out there on the loose. So that was my point. Okay, Lena wants to see it. Hey Dovey, you want to see it? Just Net wants to see it. Foot Soldier want to see it. Hey Trina B, how you doing? Hey Deanna, girl, how you doing, girl? I have got photos, a video of Pizarro, and she is are you trolling? No, I am not trolling. Sparkle 45 wants to see it. Nurse Shay wants to see it. Deanna wants to see it. Bless said, oh, okay. Hey, RNY TV. RNY said, show me that beautiful being footage. Hey, Netra. Okay. Let me see what else you are saying. Baby. Baby. Oh, clutching my invisible pearls. Girl, hey, Spicy Dicey. Spicy, let me give you your stick back. Okay. I know you were gonna do it temporarily, Spicy, but since you're here, I want to make sure I have enough mods in here because on a day like today, I am gonna greatly need my mods. Hey, misunderstood. Uh misunderstood. I got some. I'm gonna be dropping some footage. Where does Spicy Dicey go? Spicy Dicey, there you are. Thank you. Okay. I misunderstood. You know how people like drop footage and all that type of stuff, but girl, today I am going to drop some footage, and I think you may be pleased. Okay, so I got another mod in the building. Hey, handsome Squid Games, how are you? Okay, so okay, so let me remove my dancing man. I thought I had already removed him. Thank God I tried to mod up Spicy Dicey, and you guys wouldn't have seen this footage. I am about to drop some exclusive footage of Pizarro that has come across my desk. Okay, so let me get my dancing man off the screen. So you guys are ready? Did you guys hit the like button? Let me see how many likes I got because you guys have really been shorting me on my likes. I'm gonna do a little Deanna on y'all. I only have one like. Let me refresh my page. Let me see how many likes I have. Oh, I have 101 likes. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll. Let me end the poll. So what do you guys say in the poll? Did you guys hit the like button? Is the poll question. Did you press the like button? Of course, 72% said yes. Oops, well, on my way to do that now. 14% says, nope, I'm hate watching. 12% said, at least you motherfucking haters are honest. I'll give you that. Okay, so enjoy. Thanks for the click and the view. Okay, so let's get to what we're here for. And I have some other things that I want to discuss with you guys as well. Uh, hey, Reed, how you doing, girl? Girl, how did you not get this footage, Reed? Now, see, Reed, see, I usually depend on Reed to be breaking news. And hey, before 1492 to do breaking news, but all of a sudden, I am the one with the breaking news, Reed. Reed, did you hear the news that I have, Reed? Okay, here we go. Without further ado, let me remove the comments. What'd you say, Reed? I wasn't online. I was on Netflix yesterday. Okay, Reed, I have got some exclusive footage of Pizarro. I whoever I don't know if it's the same person who videotaped Bree, but this is like undoubtedly real footage because you actually hear her talking on the footage. So there's that. So yeah, I'm gonna it's video. It's actual video, Hershey. It's actual video. Okay. So hey, Gummy Bama, thank you for being in here. Um, Sally O'Malley, thank you for being here. All right. So it's still me, Kenya. Thank you for being here. Okay. Okay. Enough stalling. Okay. If you guys would hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm gonna remove the comment. I don't want anything to obscure this view. And okay, let me let me do this. I'll do it this way. Okay. Here we go. Let me make sure you guys can see my screen. Yeah, you can see the screen. Okay. Let me do this. Okay, here we go. By your fuck ass this motherfucking summer, bitch. No. I'm finna have my mother. I want some snow crack and I'm gonna pop this pussy all motherfucking summer. So bitch, I need a motherfucking Henny and some motherfucking plan B, bitch. Bitch, I need some Henny and a plan B. Bitch, I need some Henny and a plan B. Bitch, I need some Henny. Show me a motherfucking plan B. Pop that motherfucking cat teeth. Y'all, come here, come get this motherfucking ass. Bitch, I need some Henny and a plan B. Bitch, I need some Henny and a plan B. Can I get a plan B by your fucking bitch, and Nina's there too. Nina is there too. Oh my God. 2 for 1. We got Pizarro and Nina. She said, I'm going to give me some crab legs. And then you hear her say, pop that pussy pee. Yes, child. I'll let you guys see it one more time. So we got Pizarro, and we also got the bonus footage of Nina as well. Here we go. Motherfucking summer, bitch. No. I'm finna have I want some snow crabs and I'm gonna pop this pussy all motherfucking summer. So bitch, I need a motherfucking Henny and some motherfucking plan B, bitch. Bitch, I need some Henny and a plan B. Bitch, I need some Henny and a plan B. Bitch, I need some Henny. Show me a plan B. Pop that motherfucking cat teeth. Y'all, come here, come get this motherfucking egg. Bitch, I need some Henny and a plan B. Bitch, I need some Henny and a plan B. Bitch, I need some Henny and a plan B. Can I get a plan B by your fuck ass this motherfucker? All right. I apologize. I apologize for lying. Nina is African, so I'm sure that's her in the green outfit. No, that was her with the blonde hair who was doing everything that Pizarro did, getting on the floor in the whole 9 yards. So not the Henny and some plan B. Yes, I need some Henny and a plan B. Pop that pussy pee. I need some Henny and a plan B. So now we understand that Pizarro said that she is of a darker hue, and that's why she take up for the darker skinned women. So we are clear on that. We got that confirmed by herself. We heard the woman talking about getting the crab legs, and then she said, "Pop that pussy pee." So hey, that was Pizarro, and that was Nina. So I hope you guys. All the mystery of who Pizarro is has been, alleviated by this point. So that's okay. Hey, hard conversation. At least they are requesting a plan B, and it won't be any neglected kids. Hello. At least they're responsible. Shit, I wish they had Uppity down there twerking with them. So there's that. So, I just had to clown. I saw that shit. I'm leaving. Bye, Leandris. Spread the word, girl. Okay, so what I really wanted to talk about today is, okay, what are we saying? Let me turn my screen record off. Rita all prepped up, got ready, and was like, oh shit, I'm finna spread the word. Leave my girl alone. Oh, you guys are so messy. Hey, Shanice, how you doing? Okay, what did you say? You ain't shit. I ain't never claimed to be, girl. Hey, Benzone, how you doing? Okay, so that was my clowning that I wanted to do for the day. These youngins out of control. Yes, they're out of control. Up in the whole pharmacy, up in the whole Walmart or CVS, twerking and with open bottles of liquor, talking about they need the Henny and a plan B. Well, I'm like Sean. At least they said they were there for their plan B. So there's that. So okay, here's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. What else? And Ness came live. Ness, I don't believe you actually came live to dedicate a live talking behind the likes of Lovely Love and Uppity. I cannot believe you even took the time out to talk behind those two people. Okay. So donate to the if you guys got a good chuckle, you can send me a tip. $ Ronnie Q. If that may gave you a good chuckle, even if you mad that I played that and said and hype you all up, if you're mad, really send me $1. If you're mad that I hyped that up and you really thought that I had something, Lord, I'm gonna get you, Reed. I went and got everybody and had Sookie's raggedy ass on. Okay, so yeah, so there you go. Whatever. Forget you, Shawnees. Okay. So what I really wanted to talk to you guys about was did you guys hear the latest news on this person who's over Wendy Williams' estate? I wanted to talk about that. And there has been some controversy about this person. She has been revealed. The person has been revealed. Okay, so here we go. The Guardian over Wendy Williams' estate. Okay, so let me hit my first screen share. Okay, so here's what it is. Okay, in 2022, a judge took guardianship and away from her son. And let me read it. Let me share it with you. And I'm also going to share the link with you guys so you guys can see it as well. Okay, here we go. Nope, that's not the one. Okay, the judge who is overseeing Wendy Williams' guardianship was once under investigation. So the judge took guardianship away from Kevin and gave it to a guardian. And this judge was once under investigation. The New York judge overseeing Wendy Williams' guardianship was previously under investigation over what reporters described as a concerning link between the guardianship cases. Several sources are revisiting January report from WABC, which details a 6-month probe into Manhattan judge Lisa Skokoff over allegations she took bribes from guardianship lawyers. So the news station learned that Skokoff awarded guardianships to attorney law firms and other parties who donated to her Supreme Court campaign between 2019 and 2022. The judge received $5,720 in campaign donations and granted 62 appointments in 2022. So you give her under $6,000, and now you have 62 people who were put under guardianship where they could not access their own finances. Their families could not access their finances. Their finances were distributed however these guardians choose to spend their money. Skokloff appointed estate administrative attorney Sabrina Morrissey as the former talk show host guardian after Wells Fargo froze Williams' financial accounts in 2022. The investigation found that Morrissey didn't take any donations to Skokloff, but the Manhattan judge awarded several guardianship appointments to the lawyer that same year. So even though they're saying that the person that she gave Wendy Williams guardianship to didn't take any money, didn't give her any money, she did receive several guardianships. So let's be clear. There seems to me to be some bribery going on in this case. See, because let's look at I got a little clip right here. Okay. So let me remove read comment. So it would be illegal for a politician or a judge to take it directly from a special interest person. However, it would be legal for a special interest person to then give it to a lobbyist and then give it to the politician or the judge. So I'm wondering if this is how they're trying to wash their hands in this. And see, the problem with this is, okay, I'm going to remove that. The problem I find with this also is the fact that, let me go back into this. Okay, so, okay, where was I? She didn't take any donations to Skolkoff, but the Manhattan judge awarded several guardianship appointments to the lawyer that same year. Skolkoff also received power of attorney from Kevin Hunter Jr., Williams' son, who was accused of spending over $300,000 of his mother's money. He claims he always asked his mother's permission before accessing her funds. Jr. also alleged that Morrissey threatened to have him arrested, and she hasn't disclosed which facility his mother is being treated at. So there's that. Hold on one second. Okay, so legal battles over Williams' estate unfolded during the cancellation of Wendy Williams' show and her divorce from Kevin Sr. Williams' team recently revealed that 59-year-old television star was diagnosed with front temporal dementia and aplesia, or whatever, I forget, aplesia or aplesia. She's had dementia, and Wendy Williams fans are aware of the past that she has been open. Da 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 da. So, up until the day before this, where's Wendy's documentary came out, people were this this woman who is the guardian was fighting A&E, the parent company of Lifetime, to not get this movie, this series out. She wanted to keep this series withheld. Okay, so that's that on her. But now I want to tell you a little bit about the woman who is actually in charge of Wendy Williams' money as well. So she has a there's a lawsuit pending against this woman for $30 million that she has misappropriated fund for someone who she has guardianship over. Okay, let me see. Da, da, da. No, that's not the one. Okay. Okay, here, I'm gonna share this with you. Wendy Williams, there's some problems with the woman who is Wendy Williams' guardian. Wendy Williams' guardian has been accused of a scheme to rob a client in a $30 million lawsuit while controlling the troubled host's finances. The U.S. Sun can exclusively reveal that the guardian Sabrina Morrissey, her firm Morrissey and Morrissey LLP, and about 10 other attorneys were named as defendants in the lawsuit. Okay, so here's what happened. A guy, I think he was a construction worker. He was injured, and he won a suit for $5.5 million. His attorney, who won the suit for him, got almost half, so he was left with $2.5 million. And then the attorney who won the case for him separated from the firm that he worked for. So some other people took over his cases. The attorney who took over his case, this was before this guy could get his $2.5 million dispersed to him. That attorney who took over the case told this man that he must have a guardian over his money. Now, there was no medical reason for him to have a guardian over his money. There was bad blood between the attorney who won the money and who was leaving the firm, and that's why he was leaving the firm. So, so they told him that he had to have a guardian over his money. So here it is. Morrissey and other attorneys were accused in the suit of conspiring to perpetrate a baseless guardianship against an individual, Jose Verdugo, in New York, who had won $5.5 million in a personal injury claim. The plaintiff in the case, attorney Michael Floreshat, that is the attorney who won the money for Jose. He is suing Morrissey. He is suing Wendy Williams' guardian because he won the suit for this guy, and then they stole the money for this guy, and now he does not have access to his money to fight them for his own money back because they won't give him his money to pay an attorney to fight to get from under this guardianship. This man has been trained and is certified as a home health aide. He's been working for over 10 years as a home health aide, but all his records are sealed, of course. And the judge who appointed this case to Wendy's guardian is the same judge who appointed guardianship of Wendy to this woman. So this man is working and everything, and they're saying that he can't get access to his money to fight to get from under this guardianship. And every time that they have to take him to court, every time they have to do anything, every time he tries to take them to court, he has to pay for it out of his money. They're paying their own cases with his money. When he tries to fight them, it comes out of his money for them to answer back, to fight back. So they have spent over $1.5 million of his money thus far. The plaintiffs in the case, okay, wait a minute. The case was opened in November of 2022. And August of 2023, the plaintiff filed a discontinued above entitled action without prejudice, without cause to either party as against the other, which means Floreshat is allowed to refile charges after the claim of bringing the case to another court, depending on the statute of limitation. Floreshat claimed that the trouble started around 2009 when the former associate of Rodriguez, around 2009, when a former associate of his, Herbert Rodriguez, contacted his client. The court documents allege that Rodriguez misrepresented to Mr. Verdugo that Floreshat's handling of his case and told him and his wife, who desperately needed the award money that he won in his case, could not be finalized unless Verdugo consented to a MHL Article 81 guardianship that Verdugo did not want or need. So Rodriguez and his father initially partnered and conspired with Sabrina Morrissey, Wendy Williams' guardian, to impose on Verdugo a MHL Medical Hygiene Law Article 81 guardianship, the court document stated. Under the guise of protecting and vindicating Verdugo, they jointly pursued a dual litigation strategy aimed at getting rid of Floreshat and allegedly reaping Morrissey's substantial court awards, fees, guardian counsel through litigation, maligning Floreshat and maligning Floreshat, the initial lawyer, legally and ethically. So what they did was they said that he did something that he did not do, and the only thing he did was win money for his client. The suit claims that Wendy conservatively became guardian of the Verdugo January of 2010 and continued to October of 2015. The complaint also alleges that she was involved in litigation related to the conservatorship. The suit goes on to claim that Morrissey and the firm SGCK were empowered by both the confidence that their fee and applications would be judicially rubber stamped, and that the consistent judicial resistance to affording Verdugo an opportunity to demonstrate his capacity under the New York mental hygiene law, and thus the oh my God, invalidity of the guardianship, and the defendants have been, what is this? Untramained in the scheme. What is that word? Un untrammeled in the scheme. I'm sorry, I don't even know what that word is. The suit alleged that the guardianship judge also played a role in the alleged scheme, ongoing ex parte communications between the judge in the guardianship part of the guardianship attorney also facilitated the scheme. Defendants have conspired to perpetuate a baseless guardianship over the ward named Jose Verdugo under the guise of protecting Verdugo's best interests, the lawsuit alleged. For more than a decade, defendants have imprisoned Verdugo in a humiliating, oppressive guardianship by manipulating and serially deceiving him, as well as New York Supreme Court as the appellate division is concerned. Okay. The complaint, which details over a decade of litigation related to the conservatorships, include filings pertaining to the guardianship of the ward. Okay, let me see. Plaintiff alleged that the litigation, which in part drained Verdugo's settlement in excessive attorney fees, all stemmed from a $5,000 dispensary in 2007 discrepancy, I'm sorry, in 2007. In the following years, Verdugo was under the control of various guardianship attorneys, including Williams' current guardian. A slew of litigations were pursued in the time since Verdugo was placed under guardianship that the suit alleged ate up a massive amount of his personal injury awards. The lawsuit alleged, under the banner of supposedly protecting Verdugo, using these sham litigations as a vehicle to amass extraordinary and fraudulently based attorney and guardianship fees, plundered Verdugo's multi-million dollar personal injury recovery from in 731 of the process. Okay, so unwanted conservatorship. The suit alleged that the plaintiff thwarted for years Verdugo rifled emancipation from his guardianship. The claim claims that Verdugo's daughter had tried to get her father out of the conservatorship. Yeah, it's like a whole big thing. And now the attorney is the Verdugo man who is losing money. He can no longer sue, but his attorney is the only one who can sue. So I'm going to give you a link to the article. You can read it yourself. I just wanted to know, what did you guys think of, if you guys are even able to make out what what I was reading. I don't think that was the one that I wanted to, because that one was like really foreign to me. I don't know, think that's the one I wanted to read. But there's the article on that. And here's one more article on this, on the Wendy Williams guardianship. Okay, here's the last thing I want to show you about the actual guardian of Wendy Williams. One last thing about the actual guardian herself. Here's a little bit about this. Is her guardian. Manhattan judge Lisa Skokoff received $5,720 in campaign donations from 2019 to 2022 from 20 guardianship lawyers, law firms, or people who deal in guardianship cases, and awarded those same people or law firms 62 appointees in 2022. So there seems to be some type of quid pro quo, you wash my back, I wash your back type of situation going on between these people who are donating to these campaigns and them being awarded guardianship over many of millions of dollars from regular Americans who cannot get out of these guardianships. So Wendy Williams is not a standalone case, is my point. She is also, her and 10 others are being sued for over $30 million for the same type of schemes that they are seem it appears that they are pulling on Wendy Williams. It has been reported that Wendy Williams was worth over, I believe, $20 million at the time that they got the guardianship over Wendy Williams, and it's also allegedly been reported that they are saying that she is only worth $500,000 now. So there's that. One lawyer who donated to her was Paul Mercedes. In 2020, he donated $1,000 to Skokoff election campaign. Skokoff gave Moretos 7 guardianship appointments in 2022. He donated $1,000 and he got guardianship over 7 individuals. Okay, so he told Eyewitness News that the donation was not a conflict of interest. He said he had known Skokoff for 29 years and always supported her career. Okay, I'm very proud of her, he said. Why wouldn't you be? You got guardianship over 7 individuals' money. We don't even know the worth of these 7 individuals that your little PC $1,000 gave you access to. Okay, so there's that. That is what I wanted to let you know about Wendy Williams' attorney. I know that that was a mouthful. I don't know if you guys were able to follow that. Please bring Wendy back to herself and help her to kick that drinking addiction. Um, Now, there's another thing about that Wendy Williams diagnosis. Her family, as you saw on the TV show, Where's Wendy? Her family didn't even know where she was. And it was not until her niece appeared on The View, and her niece put out their case on The View, and they went to commercial break. And then when they came back from commercial break, mysteriously and amazingly, the guardians released information about that was supposed, since they are her guardians, since they are the only ones who have contact with her doctors, they released this information that she had what type of dementia she had and everything. So it was not until right before this series was to be released that they came forth with a statement. Hold on one second. And that's all they came forward with is a statement. So I'm wondering if there is medical documentation to back this up. Her son said that she had dementia due to chronic drinking, and that he did have care for her for a period of time, and he was taking her to doctors. You know, beyond what other people believe or think, I think it's clear that dementia does not it only progress, it does not regress. So we just have statements and stuff, and these statements have not been backed up even to the family with any type of medical documentation, is my point. We see how much better she appeared to be when she was in Florida with her family from the documentary. However, we do not see any we and then we saw how bad she was when she went back to New York after being with her family. So I'm wondering, does she even have dementia, is my point. I'm wondering if she even has dementia. So what do you guys think? Anybody want to come up? You're more than welcome to come up and tell me what you think about this Wendy Williams situation. I'm going to put the link here, and you're more than welcome to come up. Hey, Stephanie, how are you doing? Hey, Ray Black, how are you doing? Okay, so let me see. She has wet brain dementia due to alcoholism, extremely hard to rehabilitate. Yeah, I think that any type is you just can't come back from it. Dementia, you just can't come back from it. Okay. Bruce Willis has the same diagnosis, so I think we are speculating. Yeah, but we can trust the diagnosis that is coming from Bruce Willis because he's not under a conservatorship, and his records are not sealed from his family. Personally, I had to hire my divorce lawyer to fight the courts from hiring an independent guardian when my ex-husband died and left his estate to our minor daughter. Luckily, I won. Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, thanks for the likes. We definitely appreciate them. She shows signs of dementia, but we can't just say it's from alcohol. No, I didn't. I did not say it was from anything. I'm wondering if she even has it. I'm not saying it's. She does show signs of dementia, but I'm not saying it's from alcohol. I'm just saying, are we just trusting these people who have a they have an agenda and they have a reason to say that she is she cannot heal from her mental condition. So is this a way to keep her under their care is my point. And even if she has a dementia, every person that has dementia is not under the care of a guardianship. So you know I don't understand why she's under a guardianship, even if she does have dementia. They're feeding her the liquor. They don't want her to do better. They want to be her guardian. Yeah, but if she has dementia, and there is a such thing as early onset of dementia. So believe you me, people who are younger do get dementia. I knew a guy. I saw him, and then I saw him maybe a year later, and he was like he looked old. I think he was like 48, 49. He looked old. He looked like he was in his 70s, and he was with his wife, and he had that confused look on his face, and I was like, and he had a cane, and I was like, he was like, oh, and he could talk, and he was like, oh, I haven't been well. They say I got dementia, and he had passed away within a year and a half, and he had a wife there who took good care of him. So it is very debilitating. It does break you down. It broke him down real quickly. So there's that. So people of all ages get it. Um, it's from everything she's going through. Her husband had a baby and bought the shit with her money. That's enough to run someone crazy. At this point, we don't know who to believe or trust. Exactly. That is my point. But I don't trust these people who I don't trust these people who are liquefying people's assets, and these judges who are being appointed, who are given these appointees, who are appointing these guardians after they've gotten a kickback for their campaigns is my major focus of this point. So this lady has already been under investigation for this. There's a $30 million lawsuit about this from a guy who only had $2.5 million, and they've gone through $1.2 million of his money already. And it's really a shame. And I just wanted to bring some awareness to you guys. And I think that it's a good thing that this documentary was put out, that it did bring some awareness that this is what's going on in America to people, and you or your family have no say or control. Judges are doing this to people. Now these you see how many people that the guy got 22 cases for giving $1,000 campaign contribution. How much were those 22 people net worth to this person who received that for only giving $1,000 to a judge so he can get a position. How much of this money is being taken from these people? Is being stolen from these people? Is any money being stolen from these people? And if some money is being stolen from these people, is $1,000 enough for the judge, or are these judges getting kickbacks from these people who are taking these people's money? That's my bigger point. It's not about the $1,000. You don't do all that for $1,000. You do all that for what you could possibly gain under the table. Is my point. That's why you do stuff like that. This is like real scary that this is going on in the United States of America. Okay, I'm a gerontologist. I work with old people, and I work with people with dementia and their caregivers. You are correct. Many people with the diagnosis function well, sometimes for years. It's all individual. Yes, and the people go in and out. People are not like confused. Some people are not confused 24/7. They go in and out of their dementia. Can I drop the link? Okay, yes, I can drop the link again. Okay, I'm gonna pin the link. Okay. Yeah, so this is like a real serious condition. I mean situation here. Um, you don't find too many black people under guardianship. They be with family. Yes, and that's how it has always been in the good old days. Sounds like she's being scammed, and the last thing you want to do is take their independence away too soon. They seem to decline quicker when they no longer have purpose or independence. And like the way that they just had her sitting here, I'm come, Andrea. The way they just had her sitting up there with that, and only giving her alcohol, no stimulation, nobody, no physical therapy. They know all of this about her medical condition. They don't have any hold on, any therapists coming in there to work with her. Nothing. Just had her laying in the bed on alcohol. Just 1 second. Just Andreas?
Yes, it's me.
Okay, go ahead and talk for a second. I'm listening. I'll be right back. But I got my headsets on. I can
Yeah,
hear you. Go
okay. So
ahead.
I don't trust a conservatorship because I don't. I wonder if they stealing Wendy's money. I wonder if they're who provided the alcohol. It's so many made me feel bad and cry watching her with Black China, and it's just when they kept saying little Kevin was spending her money. And if you watch the interview with Chris Cuomo and her best friend who live in LA, she said she visited Wendy over the summer and Wendy couldn't even get no food. She had to call the conservator and Wendy didn't get food until to the afternoon at lunchtime. She said that she was sending Wendy food from LA. So my thing is, so what is the conservator doing now? If Wendy can't get no breakfast, she can't get food until 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So she's drinking alcohol. And so I'm just I got questions too because this is just looking like a hot mess and why Wendy's family is not more involved. So that was all my questions was and what I had to say.
I'm here.
You
Now
said,
I
okay,
had to use I had to use the restroom and wash my hands. Now
okay.
I heard everything you said. Now the thing about it is her family cannot be involved. Her family don't even know. They won't even tell her family where she is, where she's located. They cannot have any type of involvement with her. See, that's the problem with this whole situation. You know, they're not allowed to. The family said that the only time they can talk to Wendy is if Wendy calls them. So they don't even have a phone number to contact her by.
If the conservatorship is embezzling somebody else's money and taking their money, and you don't think they're doing the Wendy Williams money?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
So
they wanted him to pay. They wanted when he sued them, they wanted to fight him back using his own money to fight him back. So it would cost him money to try to fight them to get his own money, and they would use his money to fight him back. What kind of who allows that? And this is a whole law firm,
Right,
and
right,
he's trying to
right.
fight to get under that. Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's
So this is what's going on in the United
and
States.
that's why I was saying, why did Wendy need a conservator? They said she needed a conservator because she was out here spending mouths and tons of money. But if it's her money, and they said she's spending, and little Kevin's out here spending. They said little Kevin, the reason he got terminated being Wendy's, still be Wendy's taking care of his mom, because he was out here spending tons of money too.
Okay,
But I was
so
like,
this is what I heard. This is what I heard. Now, they said that I read the thing that they said that he had spent $300,000 of her money. Okay, I had previously heard that he had spent $100,000. I think the $300,000 is that he had a birthday party that was $120,000. They're saying, alleging that he had a Uber Eats bill for $100,000. I find that very hard to believe, but see, they're just saying these things. They are not offering any evidence or facts to this. And they said that he was paying rent for $80,000, which the first conservator who worked with Wells Fargo stopped paying, and he got evicted from that place. So I don't understand, if you're a conservator, why are you allowing somebody to pay $80,000 for rent when it would be more financially solvent and smart to just buy a place instead of spending $80,000 for rent? I mean,
right,
it's just like none of this makes sense.
right. None of it makes sense. And this is on, me and my friend had a conversation about little Kevin, like little Kevin. If little Kevin has been raised as a rich child, does little Kevin know how to cook for himself? Was he doing Uber Eats for him and his mama? Just saying.
But they're not saying, they're not offering any evidence. They're just throwing out numbers and trying to make you look. And it's easy to be like, oh, well, he spent but where's the evidence that this even happened? It's easy to just grab onto it and say, and even if it is true, if this is what, if he had an American Express card and he was told to, why would you threaten to put him in jail and evict him from his house because he has this money? Why wouldn't you cap his spending and like, what, excuse
Right,
me,
right.
why are you trying to make her sole heir destitute? Is my point. None of this makes any sense. While these attorneys and judges have all of her records sealed, so you don't even know what you have to fight. The judge has to unseal this record. The judge who has been under investigation for putting so many people under conservatorships for getting $5,700 towards her campaign, and put 62 people under conservatorships, all of which who donated to her got conservatorships over people and their money. See, this is the
Wow.
problem. Fuck that
Wow.
$100,000 Uber Eats bill. The problem is, how do 20 lawyers pay somebody $5,000 and something dollars and get conservatorship over 60 something individuals and their wealth? That's the problem. See, there's fucking throwing smoke and mirrors out up here at you, when the real problem is, you think that a judge is going to give conservatorship over these people, and the family members and everybody have complaints, and then these people who got conservatorships come back to the judge with these huge astronomical amounts, saying that we spent 10,000 on this, we spend $500,000 on that, without having to prove it to the judge, and the judge can't see through this shit unless the judge is getting something out of it as well. I mean, like, fuck the bullshit. This is some bullshit that's going on, in my opinion. And not just Wendy Williams, a lot of motherfucking people are going through this shit. The motherfucker working, a middle class man gets injured on the job and get a settlement, and he got to pay his lawyer half, and then the $2 million that he got just because the attorneys are jaw jerking with each other, gonna tell the man that he has to have a conservator and he can't get his motherfucking money. His motherfucking house was in foreclosure, so he signed the shit because he needed to get to his money, and then he gets stuck and fucked.
Yeah, I heard about that story. That was sad. There was. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Wendy has always spent luxuriously on her son and on
yes.
herself. Did you not see Wendy sitting up there in all that Chanel, all that Louis Vuitton, when she had on them fucking Ugg boots? I thought they was Uggs and shit until she pulled them off and you saw Dior on the bottom of them motherfucking shoes. Like, cut the shit. $300 wasn't nothing but a drop in the bucket for Wendy Williams. And what happened to the proceeds from her apartment? Her apartment
New
that
York
she wanted
apartment.
to sell. Her apartment that she wanted to sell. Her apartment that she wanted to sell to buy another apartment in New York City that was one story, and that she wanted to put the rest of the proceeds in another bank account at Bank of America. So did they sell that apartment and put that money in Wells Fargo for these motherfucking vultures to spend? Because she wanted to sell that apartment and have some money to put in Bank of America, another bank, so she'll have access to some. That's what she had to do to try to have access to some money. And they cleaned the apartment out. What happened to all of her goods? All of the valuable jewelry, bags, shoes, and shit that she had. What happened to her things? That alone is worth a lot of money in the resale market. Like, get the fuck out of here. They're just doing whatever, and nobody is the answer to what happened to her shit.
And they fired her. They fired the publicist, the dude who's on her manager. They fired all the people from a documentary. They fired all of them.
Well, they definitely needed to be fired, especially the manager and the what was her, the Sean girl. She was her publicist.
Yes, they
She
fired them.
definitely needed to be. She needed to be fired. She's sitting up there feeding her alcohol and oh well, she seems fine. She seems fine, and you're setting up meetings with producers, and she's drunk and all this type of stuff. Saying she's not mentally capable for taking care of her business. Well, she doesn't seem like she's mentally capable of taking care of. Who's going to the liquor store and buying booze for her? See,
Her
that's
manager.
the thing. That's the thing. Now, Will Shelby, he comes into the apartment like, what are you doing? You drinking? Like, wait a minute. She cannot even get up to walk to the door if she has it delivered to her house. So how is it getting all the way back to her bedroom and she has what do you call mimosas poured? Who poured these mimosas that are sitting on her bedside table, and you walking in here like you surprised she drinking? Who else is in the house? There's not another single soul in the house. They didn't even show a housekeeper in that house.
It
Like, give
didn't.
me a break. And Will Shelby, he was also executive producer of this Where Is Wendy production. So he made sure that he's going to get an executive producer cut of any revenue that is made from this whole Where's Wendy show. So he's taking care of himself. I'm glad he got fired. I'm glad that dingbat, that airhead, and she only has been her publicist since 2001. And she's fine. Oh, I don't see a problem with her having something to drink. Bitch, are you stupid? Do you know how fragile her health is? She's
Wendy,
sitting up
you
there with
also
that
looking at
bad leave out.
Wendy.
She's
You don't know. She you looked at Wendy with Black China. She looked at really bad. And when I just know Wendy Williams. She ain't never want to look bad without that wig. Okay.
well, depression and alcohol is also further depresses you as well. So there's that. Okay. You can pay anybody to do anything. Exactly. Yeah. So if there's a bright side to all of this, government doesn't look kindly on elder abuse and exploitation. These folks would be dealt with. Uh, that said, things thing is those with no name recognition are stuck. Oh, them with no name recognition are stuck. They want her to drink herself to oblivion. I definitely believe that. Yes. You know, and somebody actually had the audacity to say in some of these comments that that's Wendy's karma because she spoke badly
Heard
on
that too. I heard.
celebrities. That is just so ridiculous. But see, you got to take it out of the fact that this is Wendy Williams that is talking about. This is a sexual black woman who has built her own personal wealth off of her own hard work, who has broken many milestones in the arena that she chose to work in, has broken many milestones, and whatever she is, messy, whatever, you can't take that away from her. So why are we sitting back and allowing a system that is supposed to be our justice system to put in people who didn't do a thing to get her wealth, not only take it from her, but to take it away from her only beneficiary, her only child. You're taking away, you just so easily snatching up this generational wealth from somebody who worked hard for it is the point. It's
But
like she was some drug dealer. This is like what is so infuriating about this.
But at the end of the day, I will say this. Wendy Williams, we love Wendy Williams' hot topics. She was doing her job. Remember, she was getting paid to be messy. She was getting paid to tell us what was going on. She was getting paid. That was her job. That was her job. So I don't understand how is that her karma is she was getting paid to be messy. She was getting paid to tell about celebrities and what was going on in their life. That was her job.
No, no, and I agree, but the fact of the matter is she was given the job because they brought her from radio because they liked what she was doing and how she was doing it, and they gave her that 13-week stint tryout for the Wendy Williams show, and then renewed her immediately because they liked what she was doing and the
Right.
public liked what she was doing. Now all of the sudden, it's okay to take her wealth because she was popular and she succeeded at what she was doing on a little old radio show. They came looking for her, and it's a bunch of craziness. So it's like really disgusting. Okay, generational wealth is oftentimes a curse. Um, I don't agree with that, D dot.
I agree
I
with that.
think that it's so few people who actually get a chance to have generational wealth, and I think that it is that's one of the things that they want to keep away from certain demographics of people so that they won't empower themselves and others like them.
I agree with you. Now, Ronnie Crew, I gotta go. Thank you for letting me up, okay?
Thank you for coming up. I appreciate it, and it was good having a conversation with you.
Okay. You have a good day, okay? Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye bye. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, that is one thing that I wanted to talk about. I'm sorry I mumbled up the reading of that one because I don't think that was the one that I wanted to give you guys. Okay. Okay. Let me see something else. Okay. In early 20 in early 2022, Wendy's Bank Wells Fargo locked the star out of her accounts and filed a petition to hold guardianship hearing for her. Wendy's attorney at that time asserted that Wells Fargo was in possession of several $1 million worth of funds belonging to the uh, ailing host. The documents would Wendy's lawyer said that the star's former financial advisor told the bank that Wendy was of unsound mind. So this was the first financial advisor at the time that Wells Fargo filed this petition to get guardianship. Now, this was her own financial advisor who also worked for Wells Fargo, told Wells Fargo that she was of unsound mind, while Wells Fargo was denying her access to her bank accounts and her statements. So a person like Wendy, who has wealth, also has money coming in. They wouldn't even give her her statements, and she was not under any type of guardianship at this time. Her son was her next of kin, her guardian. They took, and when they finally got a guardianship hearing, is when they took guardianship away from her son. So up until the point where she got a guardianship, he got guardianship taken away from her. Wells Fargo still wasn't giving her her bank statements, had frozen her money, and didn't even have guardianship over her. Guardianship wasn't even taken away from her at this point. And they were hot. Okay, Wells Fargo then justified its decision to keep Wendy's account frozen by referencing its authority under various client agreements to pause or reject instructions for a proposed transaction pending judicial or administrative remedies, should they suspect financial exploitation, dementia, or undue influence. So Wells Fargo is saying they were suspecting dementia, undue influence, or financial exploitation as their reason for holding her money. But what is putting a person in destitute, not paying any of their bills? See, they said that this former financial advisor stopped paying all of her bills. None of her bills were being paid, and until they went to this court hearing. Okay, so there's that. So I'm gonna drop this. I may have dropped this to you, but I'm gonna drop this to you again so you guys can, if you're interested, you can read up on it as well. So let's be clear. They went to a judge. This judge uh, has taken quite a bit of money from people who are in charge of guardianships, who lobby for guardianships, and who are attorneys for guardianships. And so this judge has taken money from these type of interests, and this judge has granted over 62 guardianships, over 62 guardianships in 1 year, in the calendar year that she received $5,700. That's all it took for her to grant a guardianship of 60 over 62 people. So we don't know what their wealth is combined, but I'm pretty sure they are worth some money. I would assume that they are worth some money. So do we think that this judge just took that 5,700 that he got from the from the lobbyists for the special interest, and that's all he got was 5,000 and something $1,000, and his seat as her seat as a judge, not his seat, her seat as a judge, or and just allowed these 22 guardians to I mean these 62 guardians to just have at all the assets of these 62 people that he gave guardianship for, or is there something in the deal for this judge or politician? See, this is where you gotta, why everybody, but they want to say, oh well, Kevin spent over $100,000 in Uber Eats, but nobody's shown you any proof of that. But there has been proof and reporting and investigations about these judges appointing all these people to guardianships after receiving money from these special interests who are in charge of, and who are the actual guardians of people. There has been investigation on that. There are numbers to put to that, and receipts have been put to that type of activity. So you guys can continue to look at Wells Fargo's are not doctors. They are in on it for they are in it for the money. Exactly. Wells Fargo has always treated us disparagingly. Enjoy the show, hit the like button and spread a little love and tips to Ronnie Q. Yeah, so former financial advisor had more insight than other advisors have. Yeah, insight to keep her receipts away from her and to not pay any of her bills. That's the only insight she had, because yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. um and instead of saying that, well, we need her to go and have a medical evaluation, and we just want to make sure everything's okay. No, they didn't do that. That's not what they did. They cared that she wasn't stable and mentally stable. So instead of saying that we need to talk to Wendy's doctors, and Wendy needs to have, no, they wanted guardianship. They wanted their own inside people to only be able to see Wendy and to place whatever type of ailments on Wendy. And in doing so, the records would be sealed from any and everybody's eyes, including any attorney that the family hires and the family, to fight this. See, that's the gist of it. See, all those records are sealed. So they act like they were so concerned about her mental health, and they didn't just say, well, we need her to go get evaluated and we need to hear from her doctors, and, we're going to go to court with that. No, they went to court of getting somebody, a guardian put over her, where these records would be sealed from all eyes except for the guardian and the judges who appointed the guardian. That's the point. Like, this ain't no. I mean, uh, so, and then they want to throw out some red herrings out here for people to look at her son disparagingly. I'm not. I don't know the son. I don't know nothing about the son. The son is 23 year old. 23 year olds make 23-year-old decisions. But you have not proven any of the things that you're saying to me. Like, that's my point. That's my point. That's why it's so important to have our affairs in order. I know people don't want to think about these things, but it happens when things aren't clearly spelled out. It happens when things are clearly spelled out. Sometimes you have thieves in your family who will steal. Yeah, and that's just the bottom line. Everyone is involved. Everyone involved in the guardianship needs to be investigated and charged, including the judge. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. Hey, Miss Toby, how are you doing? Happy Friday to you as well. Sealing records to cover their legal theft of her assets. Exactly. For her to not even be under a guardianship, and they wouldn't even show her bank statements. I think the stealing had been going on way prior to a guardian even being appointed to her. That's how I feel about it. Because if you weren't stealing her money and she's not under a guardianship, and you lock up her funds saying she can't have access to her funds, yet she don't have a guardian, and you're not showing her statements, then you're free to do whatever you want to do in her accounts. Shit, Wells Fargo could have taken with that type of thing, the bank could have taken millions of dollars out of her account, and by the time the guardianship there, if she was worth 20 million, by the time the guardian got appointed by this judge, she could have been worth 3 million. And then, like come on, like, this is some bull. And I'm not a big Wendy Williams fan, but when you get into the weeds of this is like really disgusting what is going on here. And it just doesn't go on with Wendy Williams. I'm just saying that everybody should 20 million to 5 to a half a million. Yes, 20 million to half a million. So I'm not getting to the weeds of this about personality, but this has opened up a greater dialogue about what is being done on a wide scale all across America. Now, these cases that I'm talking about just happened in New York City. So this is all over the world. This is happening. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. This was around the abortion. Big Kev has something to do with it, informing the bank, in my opinion. Um, could be, but it didn't work out well for him. Okay, so it that very well could be. Yes, she's a great mod, a very very good mod. Okay, so Big Kev went back last year and tried to get more money out of her when his ex kicked him to the curb, but he didn't get any more money. Okay, he did his share of spending too. Yes, but now he claims he's broke. Yeah, it's my. I think that he got his house got foreclosed on as well. I think he is broke. So anyway, that's all I have to. And I don't understand why his settlement with her, his divorce settlement with her, was contingent upon her still. And see, that's another thing. Does Devmar Mercury, the producers of this show. See, I don't understand why his divorce um, settlement was contingent upon her still making money from the show. Because if you got a divorce settlement, I can understand that the longer the show went on, the more money you would get. But I don't understand. But did he get a one-time settlement for his time on the show? And if the show continued, he would still get a stipend, and he fucked off that money. Because if you get a settlement in accordance with her wealth and the wealth that you guys built together, it seems like you would have been able to purchase you a house outright. Why would you be purchasing a house with a 30-year mortgage at this point when it seems like he would have gotten a great settlement that would have allowed him to buy a house outright and live a decent life, and then anything that came after would be cherry on top. But I don't. Well, Kevin had to ride around in Rolls Royce SUVs and put his side bitch in Ferraris while he was still married to his wife. So who knows? I don't know. Okay, he can work. He can work. Yeah. I want a forensic type attorney to lay all of this out for me. Are you familiar with the lead attorney? I am. I am familiar with the lead attorney, but the lead attorney seems like he has. I don't know. I've seen him a couple of times, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm familiar with him. I haven't seen much of his work, but all right, Spicy Dicey. But no, there was no prenup. Many wealthy folks don't pay for their homes outright, but they should. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. Okay. He's all right with his fruit loopy ass. Okay. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Miss Toby. Okay. I think the lead attorney is more interested in his fame, just saying. Yeah, mm, yeah, he's kind of a big personality, and the law seems secondary, and he seems kind of biased to me. I can't stand a lead attorney with his big gums. Yeah, he seems kind of biased to me, and it's he doesn't seem to like black women to me, in my opinion. I don't know anything about him, but it's just something about that type of attitude that he puts in the forefront. He kind of reminds me of. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. He kind of reminds me of this type of person who will see somebody in a makeup challenge and say that they look like a whore when they actually think that it's cute to identify themselves as a whore on face on innocent on Facebook and a whore on Twitter. So it seems like he may be the type who wants to be what he hates so much. You see what I'm saying? So he gives me these types of vibe. Innocent on Facebook and whores on Twitter, LOL. But then will call a beautiful black woman a whore just because she's beautiful. That's the type of attitude that I get from him. So he's a kept. Oh well, enough said, Dominique. Thank you for that information. Enough said. So yeah, that's about it. It just like really concerned me when Tasha K dragged the lead attorney for Filth last year. It was beautiful. Yeah. I've seen him, and I think it was one case that got my attention that he was talking about, and it was like, okay, well, this should be this should be good. But then when he got into it, it was like a whole lot of unnecessary stuff that he was. I can't even remember the case, and I was just like, ugh, no, he's doing too much. Kevin Samuels died broke, and his family had to raise money for his funeral. Yeah, well, talking about with all this displaying of watches and little and cognac and this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah, and suits and ascots and all of this BS. Like, give me a break. It's my understanding that apartment he was renting wasn't even his own. Didn't even know. It's my understanding that he wasn't even a homeowner, and the apartment that he was renting that he passed away in was actually in someone else's name. I mean, just really pathetic on every point. Okay, you got to chill. How you doing? They doing all this just to get her money. That is my point. And I don't think for 1 minute that the judge appointed this woman who has been under investigation already and is being sued for $30 million would appoint Wendy Williams, who net worth was estimated at or around $20 million to a case to be the guardian over Wendy Williams' money when this guardian is already under legal fire. Right, Ronnie? He didn't own anything. Thank you, Keena. I thought that as much. I'm just concerned that when the money runs out, and it will, Williams may literally end up on the street or in some little old state nursing home facility, being felt up by underpaid, undereducated staff. You know what I'm saying? It's just really disgusting, and it's real. And what's going to happen to her kid? See, that's the really bad part about it too. What's going to happen to her kid? It's just like really disgusting. And I don't like this. I don't like it at all. Okay, Keena, they're not going to need her anymore. Exactly. Or they're going to try to take her out. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I do believe that the latter is the one that they would prefer. Oh, the Debmar Mercury thing. Oh, remember when she was in Miami with her son, and she had gained like 30 pounds, they said, and she was more lucid, and she was talking right, and she was having better conversations or whatever. That could have been like a little break in the dementia, but um Delmar Mercury, the producers, remember she talked about Ira and someone else. They said they're going to get me back on the show. That was all a ploy to get her back in New York City, allegedly, so that they could get an insurance payout from her. This is what is also being reported, that they only wanted her back from Miami back into New York City so they could get an insurance payout from her and her departure from the show. These are allegations that have been put forth as well. I don't know how true they are, but this is what's being alleged about her getting back to New York City from Miami. Hey, Simplify Success. Money is the root. The love of money is the root of all evil. Yes. So, yeah, that's all I got. And thank you guys for being here. If you would hit the like button on your way out, I would greatly appreciate it. And that's all I got. Oh, wait a minute. I think I got something else. Let me make sure I don't have anything else. Okay, that's a judge trying to get a payout. Okay, that's people getting paid under the table. That's the connection between what's illegal and legal when you're paying off people. If you get it straight from the interest, it's illegal. But if you get it through straight from the interest and it goes through a lobbyist, then it's legal. So I think that I covered everything I wanted to cover. I don't think the powers that be want her mentally stable because they can't get any money out of her. Well, if she has dementia, she's not going to be 100% stable, but it does not mean that people in her family will not be stable enough mentally to take care of her. That's my only point. Hey, Keisha Bishop, how you doing? Long time no see. I'm about to get out of here, Keisha. You're going to have to rewind it back. You're welcome, Keena. I thank you for being here. And I heard that they were going to release the fight in that fight that those girls had in the Mo 3 sector yesterday. So I think I have a little footage of the fight. Yeah, I do have a little footage of the Mo 3 sector fight. Somebody was trying to break it up at first, and it didn't go so well. And then one of the girls just punched another girl in the face, and then all hell broke loose. Braids were pulled and everything, and it was a whole big showdown. It was a whole beat down at the OK Corral and stuff. People were moving out of the way. I hear some people were filming, but it just didn't go well for anybody. And I heard that after it was all over, one of the women who were in the fight came on camera and tried to hold it together and showed that where her braids were pulled out and everything, and her different injuries and stuff. So I think that I just tried to give you a little synopsis, a little story of what happened with that Mo 3 fight. So there you go, and I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary, and I thank you all for being here. So God bless you, and adieu. Bye bye.
some heavy in the plan B. Bitch, I need some heavy in the plan B. Bitch, I need some heavy. Show me my plan B. Pop that motherfucking cat teeth. Y'all, come here, come get this motherfucking egg. Bitch, I need some Henny in the plan B. Bitch, I need some Henny in the plan B. Bitch, I need some Henny in the plan B. Can I get a plan B by your fuck ass this motherfucking summer, bitch? I'm finna have I want some snow crabs and I'm gonna pop this pussy all motherfucking summer. So bitch, I need a plan, motherfucking Henny and some motherfucking plan B, bitch. Bitch, I need some Henny in the plan B. Bitch, I need some Henny in the plan B. Bitch, I need some Henny. Show me my plan B. Pop that motherfucking cat teeth. Y'all, come here, come get this motherfucking egg.
All right. Goodbye from Pizarro, Nina, and Ronnie Q. Have a good one. Bye-bye.